Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
How are
How's
you guys?
everybody?
I'm good. How are y'all?
So
I'm
technically, this is our first week back together because remember last week we had technical difficulties.
Oh, that's true.
And then
I'm sipping
today
my
we got
coffee,
B
trying to wake
out.
up. Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say I'm sipping my coffee, still waking up.
I am. I feel good. It's Wednesday, and we all here together. Well, we not, but we on the screen, so that's always a good time. What are we
All
gonna talk
right,
about, ladies?
Sydney, you
So
got it.
say that I didn't hear. Say it again.
I was saying, do you want to go ahead and tell everybody what we're doing today?
Oh, we're talking about housing and what is happening to people now that we are getting out of this federal moratorium and also the state moratorium, and we're seeing the direct impacts to people right now, and I don't anticipate it getting any better. So we're here to talk about that and to share stories and what people are experiencing. So it's pretty sad all over the country, especially here because our main industry is tourism. So it's like we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. But we got to try to look out for one another.
So some of the ladies that we've been speaking to when we've been reaching out to the community about issues have shown concern, and so today we're going to have one of those young ladies on sharing her story
Oh,
um,
great.
and her experience from last year when COVID started, because this is when her situation
Girl, it
actually
wasn't
came
even
into
last
place.
year. It was earlier this year. I know it feels like it's been years.
No, it's been a year now. Remember, technically it was November to November, but nobody said anything until January. So November is when, the hiccup came with COVID and her housing situation. So it's literally been a year for her.
All right,
All
ladies.
right.
I have Tashima on the line. Hi, Tashima.
Hello.
Hi, Tashima. This is Alcinia or
Hi,
Cindy.
and Shonda.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So you ladies can hear her fine.
Yeah.
All right. So Tashima, we just want to kind of talk about some of the obstacles you've had to jump over in your housing situation. Can you tell us your story?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I moved to Lansing Garden in March of 2015. I first moved in. I was the only person that ever stayed in my apartment. It was brand new. I loved it. My first time ever being on housing. Last year in October, I was locked out of my mailbox. I didn't have access. So I was able to get inside my mailbox October 25th. I had a letter from Las Vegas Housing Authority stating that it was time for me to recertify. But I had already missed my appointment. So as soon as I received the letter, I went down to Las Vegas Housing Authority to see if I can try to reschedule for my recertification. The lady told me that since I missed it, to just go on ahead and file an appeal. I have filed an appeal with housing, so I'm waiting. I called Kanetta Johnson, I think on the 28th to see when would I be able to have my appeal. She told me that I was no longer able upon housing because due to me not being able to recertify. I let her know that this whole entire time since I've been residing in Lansing Garden, that she was my caseworker. I let her know that I never missed a recertification. I let her know the reason why I was locked out of my mailbox. I showed her proof of everything. I gave her everything she needed to know. She was such a bitch to me. She was very rude. I'm crying on the phone, letting her know that I cannot afford to lose my housing because this is the only place where me and my kids have a place to call our home. I let her know that I didn't have no family, none whatsoever. She was so rude to me. She told me as soon as I finished up crying to let her know so she can get back to doing her job. So I said, okay. She hung up in my face. I called the next day. I asked her to speak to her supervisor. She was still rude. She told me that I couldn't speak to not a supervisor, that it does not get any higher than her. I let her know that she was very rude. I let her know that the only reason why she was acting to me towards my bad. I'm getting tongue tied. I let her know the reason why I felt like she was being so rude to me is because she was a black lady who had a higher position, and she felt like she was better than I.
Mm.
So she told me that since I had a smart mouth, that she was taking me out of house.
And so now
you can ask me a question.
So now you're in your home. You've been in your home, and how have you been able to maintain with everything that's going on?
Okay, because my manager, Valerie and Amanda, they're such sweethearts. They went to their supervisor and explained to their supervisor what happened with my situation with housing. So with that, they let me stay on their property, but I have to pay regular rent.
Mm-hmm.
I pay full rent.
And have you been able to?
You can ask me the question.
Have you had to get any of the rental programming to maintain that?
Yes. It's been hard.
Mm-hmm.
I was working at Amazon. I had lost my job from Amazon due to COVID-19. Even with me staying here, it still didn't happen. Right. Because the first week of me losing my job, it would have been going towards April. Even though the governor had put a stop to eviction, my managers were still knocking on my door, asking for their rent money.
Mm-hmm. And so
it's been very hard.
Yeah, and so when you applied for, have you received any of the government financing for your home?
The only one that I went to was HopeLink of Southern Nevada.
And how long did it take them to pay your rent?
That I don't know, but I know I went to them a couple of times, and I explained to them that I lost my job. I explained to them that that I have not been able, even though I work, I still have not received any unemployment. I'm still fighting for my unemployment since March.
So
I explained to them what was going on. They told me that they would no longer help me. It's been a struggle.
So they pay. So you went through your unemployment. You were laid off, and you went through unemployment, and they haven't paid you your unemployment?
No, ma'am. And it is November 18th. They denied me. They wanted me to apply for unemployment. Okay, first I was told about PUA. So I'm like, okay, my hours were being reduced, so I was eligible to receive the PUA. So once PUA, I did all of that. I sent in my birth certificate, social security card, proof of address, my ID, everything. They denied me for that. They wanted me to sign up for regular unemployment. Once I signed up for regular unemployment, I did the same thing. I sent in like all my proof of identity, my proof of address. Regular unemployment denied me. So they wanted me to go back to the PUA to fall for that. So now I've been waiting since June to figure out what's going on with that. I still have not received anything. I've not been able to get a hold of anybody from unemployment to tell me anything that's going on.
Yes. And this has been an ongoing scenario for most of Americans, but especially Nevadans. There are so many Nevadans that are still waiting on just regular unemployment, not even, not even the extra amount. Have you checked your account? Like, do you look at it online?
I check my account every single day. I haven't received no mail from them in my mail. They haven't messaged me and said anything. I'm just still waiting. And I'm explaining to my managers that, look, I don't have no job. It's been hard for me. I have to find a job. This is the longest I've been without a job. I hate it.
Yes. And your manager.
I'm not able to pay my bill.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of scary. Like, you know, if I lose my apartment, I don't have no family to go stay with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I can tell you, Tashima, at Make It Work Nevada, we gonna keep working with you till we get it straight with you. And this include, we have resources. We're gonna continue to put you in touch with the resources that we have so that we can, help you through this tough time. And you stand as many other Americans and Nevadans that are having this exact issue right now. It's so unfortunate.
Yeah, even people who aren't on housing are facing, who aren't on public.
Like the whole year, even with that, I know that, while my housing, I was on the program called RAP, meaning that when I first moved into my apartment, that I was going to qualify for Section 8. Miss Canetta Johnson went so far about of not even giving me my Section 8 voucher.
Mm.
And the lady at the front desk told me, she said, "Oh yes, you've been approved for your Section 8 voucher." She said, "But Canetta Johnson took you off the waiting list."
Mm. Yeah, I'm sorry that this is happening to you. I appreciate you coming on this call and sharing your story. We want to highlight stories like this because we want to first let people know it's not only happening to them, but then also to say that, the more we come out, the more we talk about it, the more people will say this is a real issue and get behind it and move something and get something done. You know what I mean?
Right. Because it's been so long. I've been trying to get a hold of supervisors from the housing authority for like 4 months now. Nobody has gotten in contact with me. I went as far as even going down there. They cannot put me in contact with anyone.
Well, we will definitely stand in the gap with some of these things, which we're already working on. But some of the stuff that you've exposed right now, we can definitely help you with. So what I'm going to do is, Tashima, right now, I'm going to hang up with you right now, and then I'm going to call you back in an hour and let's work through some things together. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh man, her story. It's crazy because a lot of people have that story, and I'm so glad that she shared it, because what people don't realize is that's how you build power, when you can share it, and we all have this collective narrative, and it's like, oh, it's not just me, so I don't need to be ashamed. Other people are dealing with this, and how do we, push for change?
And I'm just grateful for her, honestly, because she was skeptical about sharing multiple times. And then I guess, after talking to us and seeing that we were really trying to help her resolve her issues and get to the bottom of things, she was becoming more comfortable. But a lot of she's not the only one. I talked to many people out there when we met in Landsman Garden, and most of them are having issues with housing, and they're just afraid. They're taking whatever they can get. They don't want to get thrown off, or they don't want to be in a situation where they're on probation, or, somebody's questioning what's going on with their household and who's the extra people there. Like, these are genuine concerns that these people had, but yet they're having issues with, their caseworker, or not being able to pay their bills, and getting questioned about when are they going to pay the utilities. And we had these conversations before, KTCs, many times. People are saying the same thing. How can you expect me to pay my utilities if I can't pay the rent? Things go hand in hand.
I want to kind of expose what you're talking to so people understand.
Yeah.
What people need to know is when you have Section 8, as a component of Section 8, you have to be able to pay your utility bills, or it puts your voucher in jeopardy. So if these young people are having issues with just eating, how are they going to pay their bills, right? And so what people need to understand is there's a compound of issues that is happening as it relates to what's going on with this housing. There was a time when we were concerned about the housing bubble the other way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where owners were losing their homes, but now we're in a space where we're hitting the end of the CDC moratorium, and these people are struggling. Our community struggling because there's no place, there's no relief, there's no ideas being talked about, no one knows what's about to happen. And it's right after Christmas, going into the new year on the 31st, so when the 1st of January happens, what happens? And shout out to Landsman's Gardens. I just want to say this, for really being a team player with their community and working with the people that live there and ensuring that they can stay. That is what community is about, right?
Yes.
And I just really appreciate working with them in this moment, because they're the people that are living there, they're happy there. And they're happy because that community cares. They go the extra mile, right? And if all of our housing people, if people would just treat people like people.
Say that again.
I was gonna say it's the missing humanity part in our government, right? So we're supposed to be a government of the people, for the people, by the people, but we just really forget that at the core of it, you're dealing with like a human being in life, and we are so quick to protect or get it up in arms of people who may be taking advantage of the system. Everybody, wherever there is a loophole, people will find it. That's human nature.
Speaking
but you can't
of
forget
loopholes,
about the people that you're there to help. And so you punish the whole for the few. And I think we lose sight of that. And by we, I mean just like, society, all the different programs. One of the things that jumped out to me that she was talking about is all the hoops they have to jump through for certification. They treat these people on public housing like they're in prison. Like they are on probation or parole, and it doesn't make sense. You don't have to do all this to use the public library. You don't have to go through all, you know what I'm saying? And so we just remove the dignity from people, and when we take that dignity from them, we don't see it. We remove their humanity. We can't see their humanity because we take away their dignity. And I don't know, it's BS, because I don't want to see any mothers and children out on the street.
And you know what concerns me mostly, and Shonda, I'm gonna, give you the floor. What concerns me mostly is this young lady is saying, I just need a place for my family. Like, I don't want my family. That pulls at my core, right?
Absolutely.
Like, where are we in a space where I have a young woman who was working, living, everything was fine, and we're in a pandemic and she's worried about her family being homeless? This is, where are we? What are we thinking about when we're talking about this?
What are our values? Yeah.
It's deep, y'all.
Sean Navarro said, like they did something wrong.
Absolutely.
It's like they wait on you to do something wrong.
Well, the thing is, there is not. What's the wrong? Like, if you think of public housing as a public good, like any other public good that everybody takes advantage of, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to criminalize people for taking advantage of public resources.
Agreed.
We're not criminalized for going to the park because we can't afford a big swing set in our backyard. So instead, we take our kids to the park. You are criminalized for that. So why are you criminalized? Because you need assistance with your housing. If I could get assistance with housing, I'd take it. Shoot.
It's basic functionality. Housing, eating, these are basic functions, right? We are criminal. We are not we, because we are doing that. But the society is criminalizing people for having a need that's basic.
Yes.
Like, what the hell are we doing?
Well, yeah, we make poverty a moral failing on the impoverished person and not a moral failing on our society. We're not looking at like, well, wait a minute, something ain't working in the government if people in poverty have no access out, or it's so hard to get out. Because that's the part that you forget about with the compounding, where we were talking about, where you have to have all this other stuff. And what's her name, Tanisha, like she said, she don't got no family. So what do you do if you're just a person out here?
But you shouldn't have to depend on your family, right? I want to tell you a story about another young lady that we're helping. So this young lady is living in a weekly. So just a couple of weeks ago, no, I guess it's been about a month ago, she called us and she said, hey, someone, because we're making calls in the community. This is what we do every day. We're calling out to our community, just doing well checks, just making sure that people are okay. They know what resources are available. This is what we do in this office, right? And so one of the things we made a call, and she was referred. She called us because someone told her to call us, and she received a 5-day notice on her. She's staying in a weekly. This young lady has been in this weekly for 2 years, her and her family. One of the things she said to me was, I've been in this weekly for 2 years. This is the most stable my family has been in forever. Please help me stay in this space, right? So one of the things we were able to do is we were able to explain the CDC programming. And if you guys don't have that, let me know, because what we'll do is I will email you the CDC paperwork so that you can have it as one of your resources. So if somebody is having an issue with where they're staying, they can do this paperwork, and it says that they're able to stay as long as they are within a very easy parameter. So she fall within that parameter. She did her paperwork. We walked her through it. And then what we were able to do was also connect her with legal aid, because legal aid says the moment she has any other issues, connect her so that we can get this moved forward, right? Long story short, they really thought they had her on a technicality because they were trying to evict her for something that happened in February. They were trying to evict her in September for something that happened in February. And because of the resources that are available and her just having access to the information, she was able to stay, right? And so that's one of the reasons why we're making these calls, is because there's that space where people don't have access to the information that's available. We assume when we post it on social media, everybody sees it. Everybody ain't on social media, right?
But isn't it?
Go ahead, Cindy.
Well, it made me think about the access to information. And isn't that the difference between getting into poverty and getting out of poverty, right? Because like I was reading through the chat on my phone. One of the things Derek said was poverty is an American institution. And so, and I think, no, it was somebody else, Sean Navarro, talked about how these corporations get billions of dollars. That is aid, right? That's welfare. That's corporate welfare. But it's because they have access to this information. They have lobbyists. Poor people don't have lobbyists. But it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. And it's that access to the information to know what your rights are, what you're entitled to, and to being able to take advantage of it for your benefit, for the benefit of the community as a whole, and not just to see rich people get richer,
And it's funny that you said poor people need lobbyists. I consider myself a poor person lobbyist, right? I consider Make It Work Nevada a poor
person lobbyist. I was just gonna say that.
that's our sole functionality, right? I show up because it is my pleasure to be able to serve my community, and Make It Work Nevada provides that platform for us to do that, right? And what else would I be doing with my life right now, right? And look, he said that's too true. As we're making a shift, we always want to end on a good note. So let's talk a little bit about your Wednesday wins.
You want to go first, Shonda?
And if you're please hashtag Wednesday wins to be a part of this comment.
Yes, I like the last few people joined in.
Yes, it was so good. It was some good Wednesday wins in there.
I have one. It came from this weekend. One of the things I like to do is get outdoors and hike and stuff. But I'm also a scaredy cat. I'm afraid somebody's gonna abduct me. A wild animal's gonna get me. So I keep myself from doing stuff because I don't have anybody to go with me. That's my vivid imagination, right? So there's this trail I have been looking at out in Lake Las Vegas. And I was like, I'm just gonna go. And I got up and I went at my own pace. I did see a wild animal. It didn't see me, so I skedaddled on up out of there. I think it was a coyote too. But I was like, let me keep going. But it just felt good to do that one thing for myself, and I just stopped waiting on somebody else to join me to do the things that I wanted to do. And I think as a person who had to grow up really fast, really early, I never learned how to do things just because I wanted to do it. So that was a step towards that. So that's my Wednesday win. I held on to that for the weekend. I'm like, I'm going to talk about that on the show. That was my Wednesday win, just getting out over the weekend to go hiking.
All right, y'all. So my Wednesday win is kind of a two-part fold. So over the weekend, and I'm gonna have to give kudos to my team where it's due, Cindy. She been helping me parenting, y'all, because she done this. Amira is up in her 20s, and so I'm taking notes, resisting on it, but I'm taking notes. So we started this thing with Cameron, and he started with affirmations with Aisha. And so he picked his 3. He does his affirmations. And so I guess I challenged him too hard to complete the whole week and to write a summary of the week. Alcinia said that was asking for too much. And so I scaled back and I thought about it. And so when I got home, me and Cameron had a talk. And I asked him, I said, did you think that writing a summary of your week was too much? And he said, yeah, Mom, I didn't really know how to spell all those words. I said, so you thought it was too much even after I told you I was going to help you spell them if they're wrong? He said, yeah, Ma, I didn't want to be embarrassed. So I was like, thank you, Cindy. And I said, okay, well, I appreciate you. So yesterday, y'all, when I got home, we got those little big posters we use for our campaign planning. He had put them all over the wall, y'all. He had wrote words and made stories from them.
Oh,
so that is my Wednesday win.
Oh, yeah, Kim!
And Ami joined in. I don't know what hers said, but Ami made some too.
Oh, of course Ami did. Ami ain't gonna be left out of nothing, okay?
That's my Wednesday win, y'all.
I love it.
I love it. So my Wednesday win, I'm going to pull from last week. So last week I took my other team to Sedona and we worked through some programming for the things that I work on personally. And it was so my win is my team, we went through some civic things and I explained, what it looks like if you were talking to an assembly person, if you were talking to a council person, commissioner, what dialogue you would have with either politician. And it only took them like 40 minutes to get it, but when they got it, they had it. And so when they had it, they were so proud of themselves. They were like, well, I understand this now because I want to talk about this and I know who to call. And so I felt really powerful about being able to impart just what just basic civics, understanding how, because when people understand government, it takes away the mystery and it empowers people, right? Because government is not supposed to be a secret. It's not supposed to be a mystery, right? Everyone has access. We get this idea that people don't have access, but we have access to have conversations with our politicians. And you know why? Because they work for us. And if they're not serving us, they won't be doing.
Aisha, can you see what I see? I don't know if you can see it, but at the bottom of my screen, I see a sidewalk and it got fire on it. Can y'all see that?
No. That's my
you mean literally, girl. Y'all know a little slow.
She just setting the trail. She blazing the trail is my point. Crazy.
Oh, I know. You meant figuratively.
Yes.
I don't see no fire. My fault.
Ladies, I really enjoy this time with y'all. Even, I think it's important to say that we could be doing anything else in the world, but it's directive for us to be here in this moment right now, serving our community. And when I finish my day, I always say, working with you guys, I get to do this work. It is an absolute pleasure. I get to serve my community. And so I just want to let you guys know I appreciate you. And if you're watching us, we would love to tell your story. We would love to hear your story. Most importantly, your story could change someone's life. please email us at info@makeitworknevada. Allow us the opportunity to serve you directly. We look forward to putting us up to that challenge. I just want to post this last thing. Derek said, y'all truly inspire.
Oh, Derek.
Thank you.
But I just love you guys, and I love my community, and I get to do this work. So.
Ditto. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Till next time.
See y'all next Wednesday. Love you.
Bye.